Hi guys, it's me, Trixxy D. I'm back for another video. I hope you're all okay. We're going to jump straight into it this week because I was asked to do something a bit more serious, and if you know me, I'm not that serious on here. I mean, if you've seen the state of me in some of them videos. But anyway, I thought what better time to get if we're going to do something serious than to talk about the election in June, because I think it needs addressing. This week's driving me insane. Now, before I start doing anything about this election, I want to say this is not me saying don't vote for such a person, vote for such a person, whatever. You know, you can still vote for who you want, but I want to give my opinion and show a few facts about things to try and help. So, the first thing I want to say is all the campaigns seem to be, especially the Conservative campaign, seems to be, well, their slogan is strong, stable leadership. If I hear the word strong, stable leadership one more time, I think I'll actually go insane. There is more to this election than Brexit. Yes, Brexit is happening. It shouldn't be happening, but it is. We can't stop it now. But there is a whole lot more going on in this country than that. All you have to do is look at schools, look at NHS, look at workers' benefits. You name it, there's something going wrong. So, I wanted to, first of all, point out that, yes, we did vote in Conservatives in 2015, but what we didn't do is vote in Theresa May. We voted in David Cameron, but then as soon as Brexit was announced, he fucked off because he knew damn well it was a bad idea and we were totally fucked. But we were then left with this fucking idiot. She, in an interview, said to Jeremy Corbyn, well, to the House of Commons about Jeremy Corbyn, she said, "This man may lead protests, I lead a country." The woman couldn't lead a piece of shit from her arsehole into a toilet bowl. She is an absolute joke. Power's gone straight to her head. She thinks she's something special. I can't even say most of the things I want to about her on here because I'm trying to keep it civil-ish. In basic terms, she's a but let me go I wanted to go through with you some things that the Conservatives said in their speeches that they would do back in 2015 and haven't done, which we all kind of knew. But let's go through. There's 50 on here that I found on which one is it? This is from the Mirror. There's 50, which I'm not going to go through them all. Don't worry, I'm not that sad. But we're going to go through some which I found on here. So, we will balance the books by 2015, even though that was when the vote was. I don't understand that. Britain still has a budget deficit of £90 billion. We will pay down Britain's debt, but George Osborne has borrowed over £500 billion in 5 years, more than Labour did in 15. We will get net immigration down to the tens of thousands. The truth is that net immigration is almost 300,000 a year. We will improve living standards, but yet families are down by £1,600 a year than in 2010. We will not raise VAT, which, as you should all know, VAT was raised to 20%. We will protect the vulnerable from cuts. All you have to do on that one is ask all disabled people and all old people and basically anybody. We are all in this together. But yeah, millionaires get a £1,000 a year tax cut and the poor get £15 a week bedroom tax. That's in it together, innit? GP promised 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. Well, it says here that patients are now facing a 10-day wait to see their family doctor. If you go to my doctors, if you don't go in to the morning surgery, which is like an open surgery thing, between 8 and 10 in the morning, then if you actually want to book an appointment, you have to wait about 3-4 weeks, if not longer. So I don't know whether how they get the 10-day wait list thing from. We will stop the closure of A&E and maternity wards. Let that one speak for itself. We'll cut the number of MPs by 10%, but none of them have been cut whatsoever. We will support families through the tax and benefit system. This is the biggest, most load of bullshit I've ever heard in my life. Where's the next one? We will work towards ending child poverty by 2020. Yet the truth is that more than 300,000 more kids have plunged into poverty because of cuts in benefits and all the rest of it. People can't afford to have kids anymore. You know, there's been a new rule introduced now, whereas if you have 2 kids, if you have more than 2 kids, they won't pay for anymore. Yeah? Which, I'm not being funny, some people like having big families. Yeah? So the likelihood is, if you're one of these women out there that have got like 5-6 kids, more than that, you know, you're going to struggle quite a lot. We will revolutionise cancer care. The key cancer treatment waiting time target missed for the past 4 quarters. Excuse me. We will protect our NHS. Now this one makes me fucking laugh. As you all know, the NHS is failing because it's all being privatised off and it's all had its budgets cut and everything. If we continue to have a Conservative government, we are not going to have an NHS by the end of this year, next year, very sometime soon. Yeah? So that was just pathetic. No more winter crises in hospitals. But yeah, A&E departments are in meltdown, with 1 in 5 patients waiting over the 4-hour mark to be seen, and I can vouch for that because last time I was in A&E, I was in there for, before I even saw a doctor, I was in there for a good 6-7 hours. And they could clearly see what was wrong with me. I didn't even, well, some of the things that were wrong with me, they could clearly see what they were, you know, I didn't even need to go and have loads of shit done. I still had to wait hours and hours and hours. We will invest in our schools. Well, this is a bit of a stupid one because there are more kids in one class now, which is making it harder for them to learn, and she wants to open grammar schools. We will help the disabled into suitable jobs. The truth that Remploy factories shut down and disabled people are now subjected to cruel ATOS tests, which I'm actually having to go through myself at the minute. I had forms of a day asking me to prove how I was disabled, and I was like, bitch, I'm fucking sat in it. You know what I mean? Whatever. They're trying to cut disabled money by £30 a week, plus they're changing DLA to PIP, which more people that were on DLA don't have as much luck at getting onto PIP because all the rules have changed when a lot of it, people are being told that they can go into a job and then a couple of days/weeks later are dying. And that's how fucked up it is. We will keep supporting our young people. Now that's bullshit because once they've left school, they can't even get on JSA until they're 18, and then they can't even get housing benefit till they're 21. So not only are they expected to live with their parents, they're expected to do it on with no fucking money unless they somehow get a job or a apprenticeship, which for that you need, well, for a job you need qualifications from college, and I have a cousin who's trying to get an apprenticeship and it's not that fucking easy. They had no plans to get rid of education maintenance allowance, which was a £30 payment a week for us when I went to college or stayed in sixth form past 16, which was abolished within a couple of months of them getting into power. Which, quite frankly, is a bit stupid because it's, even now, you know, it's hard to keep a kid in education because it's so bad, it's so stupid that they don't learn anything. They can't wait to leave. So that incentive was there, and taking that away just makes it even fucking harder. Stupid. No one will be made homeless by our welfare cuts. Well, now this says there are 55. There's been a 55% increase since 2010 in rough sleepers. Now, if you go into, most cities in the centre, not even a lot of towns, there are people all over the streets in sleeping bags, in doorways, in wherever they can find a warm spot, trying to sleep or sat begging, and a lot of them now, because of this legal high called spice, it's dangerous because they're walking around like the living dead. They're like zombies walking on the streets, scaring children. A lot of adults don't like it either. It's not nice, and all this is because they've taken away the homeless places where they could go and have something to eat, get a little bed for the night. And yes, it cost them a couple of quid. That's why a lot of them will ask for change. And I think it was £12 a night, the one near here, and it was closed. And so now there's hundreds more on the street, all to do with cuts. We will not cut the NHS. Well, we've already been through that one. That one's fucking stupid. The NHS is forced to find £5 billion of efficiency savings, cuts by any other name. And last one, because I can't be asked going any further, was we will have head-to-head TV debates, which, if you have been following anything to do with this election, you will know that Theresa May has refused to do any of that. But that being said, let's find something that let's try and find a post of all the good things that they have done. Okay. Oh, here we go. No results found. Sorry. Anyway, that was just a few of things that we should look at during the election, because, like I say, it's not all about Brexit. It is to do with other things as well. Now, and I'm not going to sit here and say that all the other parties don't fuck up at times, because they all do, and they all lie to some extent and all the rest of it. But for one, Theresa May does not know how to run a country. The Conservatives are fucking up this country for every single person. Now, and like I say, I'm not going to sit here and say, don't vote for them, vote for this person, blah, 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 blah. You vote for who the fuck you want. But if you are going to vote Conservative, please take into consideration everything that I've just said. Because if they get into power, again, in this next election, that will be the end of the UK. It really will. We'll be gone. Personally, I believe that it's rigged so that they can have more power and more seats, so that they can do whatever the fuck they want with this country and take us through the hardest Brexit possible. But still, go and vote. And please, 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 if you are one of these people that don't vote because you don't know who to vote for, or you don't understand, there's the internet. Read about things, and please do not fucking waste that vote, because every one of them matters. Ideally, we need to get rid of them. That might not happen. Whatever. Like I say, I'm not going to tell you not to vote for them. But if you do vote for them, then please give yourselves a massive round of applause, because you've just killed Britain. When they first got into power, I was just like, what the fuck, Britain, what are you doing? In fact, I was quite ashamed to be British at the time. And then I realised, it was all about one thing then. And it was all, immigration. And they said they'd start immigration, and they didn't. But at the end of the day, we need the people that are from other countries here. You can't say we don't. You can't say there's not enough jobs. There are jobs out there for people. They don't take all the jobs at all. You look at a hospital, 95% of the workers are from other countries, but you can't say that there are doctors and nurses not in a job that are English, because there are. If we didn't have all the other ones here, we'd be even more shit. Anyway, so yeah, that was all to do with that. And then America went and voted Donald Trump as a president, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, we're not the worst. But then we've re-voted Conservatives into power and then voted for Brexit. And can I just say, we are not in competition with America for who can pick the worst person in the world to ruin your fucking country. Yeah? We're doing a good enough job of that ourselves. Yeah? Stop! It's ridiculous. Anyway, please go and vote. If you don't know who to vote for, do some fucking research and do not waste that vote. Yeah? Please take into consideration everything I've said, because it's all true. We are up shit creek without a paddle, and I'm quite worried about this country and everyone in it. But that is enough for this video, because I've got far too serious with myself. I really can't stand that woman. I don't think she should be anywhere near the Houses of Parliament, let alone running the fucking country. I can't call her what I'd like to call her, because I better not. As always, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Give me a thumbs up if you agree. Give me a thumbs up even if you didn't agree. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be back next week with something a bit more fun, other than this shit. But yeah, share this with everybody. And I don't know what else to say, guys. I will see you all next week with something else. Yeah. Okay. Bye.